Jamaica set to follow Live and Living. Hi, I'm Debbie. ER on season break. Shabba and Ninja among our archive picks. But first, the follow-up to our sit-down with Sean Paul. The dancehall superstar weighs in on Jamaica's leading ladies ahead of another album release next month, featuring the likes of Sia and Gwen Stefani.
Cause them not ready yet, no, them not ready yet. Them not ready yet, no, them not ready yet. Say them not ready yet, no, them not ready yet.
No woman on Sean Paul's new project, excluding Sasha, male vocals dominating Live and Living's 15 features. The Gimme the Light DJ unleashing international female stars, along with some of the leading ladies in Jamaica on a follow-up album called Scorcher, which is set for May.
I have Shensia and Gwen Stefani in one Lovers Rock song, big tune. Me and Jada Kingdom on this album as well. Sia, big tune with her called Dynamite. Ty Dolla $ign on the album, Junior Gang and Nicky Jam on the album, and Styler G and Tovlo. And it's a good mix to me of what is real dancehall in terms of the rhythms. There's rhythms on there from Jordan and Chimney, also from myself. And there's rhythms on there from Banks and Ranks and people like that who are, for me, not too far removed from our genre. They come from Montreal, but they have roots in Martinique and these countries and Guadeloupe, and they love dancehall music.
Where will we go when the quarantine thing done and everybody touch road?
So I think Lockdown is a really brilliantly put together song. Why hasn't she been able to translate commercially? If she can't cross over to a wider audience, who is going to out of Jamaica anymore?
I think it's unfair to say that she hasn't crossed over because of the way how streaming is right now, or the way how music is selling right now. She has amazing melodies and the style of stuff that she's putting together, the pattern or the flow, plus the lyrics. It's dope. Whether it be that it's a little technical for people on the outside to get, that's another problem that we all have in this genre. Reggaeton is Spanish and talking, and Spanish is one of the biggest spoken languages on this earth. So we do have a barrier. We've always had it, and I never ever said that patois was a wrong thing. I just said that that's the reason why a lot of us don't translate. When Coffee sing about lockdown, I think that song is self-explanatory and it's very understandable to people. But you have some people out there that don't understand it, bro. They just don't.
Hold on. Who has the best chance, really, of being the next big name out of Jamaica? Will you go out on a limb and give me a name?
Shensia is a big one to me. Also, Jada Kingdom. Both of them are both making moves that are outstanding to me. Like, you see it. For me, I see them bridging the gap, naturally by just being them. It's not gonna be something that happens like this every time. Shabba Ranks was this, you know what I mean? It was a phenomenon all over the world. Myself, my story, I took a time to become this. I wasn't just that all of a sudden in one evening. There's many different ways that it can work, and I just want to encourage the artists and the producers to keep on trying, to keep trying to bridge the gap, to keep trying to push the barriers of what the music sounds like, but also to keep the root. That's a very important thing. I find that a lot of the youngsters don't know certain artists and certain rhythm that was huge in Jamaica and also huge in the diaspora.
Sean Paul telling some of the acts featured on Live and Living to, as he put it, go hard, but drawing the line at wallowing in the murder and mayhem overtaking Jamaica.
I never ever said that music, where one song or one lyric would make one person pick up one gun and shoot another one. Never said that. But what I do see over the years is the complacency, the generation after generation, the glorifying of violence. We embellish these stories. We're telling a story of being the gangster, of being the top dads, and we're not showing what dancehall music is actually supposed to do, social commentary. It's like most of us, I don't hear telling the real stories, and that's what hip-hop, dancehall, reggaeton is supposed to do, tell you about our life right now. So I feel that we've, over the past 30 years, just done too much of it, glorified it too much. and you know, embellish these stories to a point where it's not real anymore.
My flow them wicked, throw a liquid, I'm a diamond, them so pretty like my flow in the city in it.
On this album, one of the youngsters them come here and he was like, "Rrr," and I was like, bro, I had to stop him and press the mic and said, don't kill off people, please. Go hard, but don't kill off people. And his answer back to him was like, yo, is that the crowd want from me, you know? And I said, I know that, but show them different right now. For me, those things that are culture, is part of our culture, those are the negative parts that I would just want to, I want to kind of move away from or stop shining so much light on it. Because to me, it's a regular thing now, the man in the prison. It's a regular thing now, our entertainers dying from violent means. And they've made me complacent now. That's no biggie. Like, do something else to impress me now.
Move that body.
As big as he's become since Gimme the Light and the Atlantic Wave, then tapping into new markets with strategic collaborations and always finding the means to renew his appeal, Sean Paul's international standing conferring respect back home, but something still missing. You know, there's this thing in Jamaica about street cred. You had said that street cred was the thing that might have eluded you at one point. But then you got to a place where people are just confronted by the enormity of what you've managed to pull off, despite your so-called lack of street cred. What do you think about street cred now? Does it matter that you never really had that street cred in Jamaica?
I don't think Coffee does, and she's doing very well for herself. I don't think she has a street cred in terms of where people say, yeah man, she am an artist. People like her songs. So same thing with me. Same thing with, you know, quite a few artists out there. What is the point of it all that I'm trying to show is that there's many avenues. That is what I'm trying to promote right now, the positive parts of what we're doing. Reason why I'm putting out so much work back to back, we're in a pandemic, people need to lean up on music, and also younger independent artists are doing this day to day, and I'm just trying to keep up with the pace of what they're doing. Now, a lot of people might say, you're watering down the music, but for me, it's not so. I mean, I'm an established artist, and once I put something in the roster, I have it in the roster, and who didn't know about it will find out about it.
Which isn't lost on the many local features on his new albums, for whom Sean Paul's street cred or no street cred remains the nearest thing here to a global superstar, live and living.
When you bend your back, girl, when you bend your back, when you bend your back, girl, let me show you how we do the thing, cause you know man a king. Bless them! No thing.